Hello! E3 is right around the corner and a lot of publishers are showing their games, and one of them is Focused Home Interactive. First we have a game that I can't wait to see new stuff of, and it's called A Plague Tale: Innocence. That's a game that was announced in January 2017, and it's an action-adventure game developed by Asobo Studios for PC and consoles. This story is about a brother and sister named Amika and Hugo who live in medieval times where they are chased by the Inquisition and are surrounded by the darkness. And that darkness is a horde of rats. And we will have to manipulate the light and with it the darkness so that the rats attack the Inquisition agents and leave us alone. So sorry, Inquisition agents, you're dead. At E3 we are going to get a 15-minute gameplay walkthrough with developer commentary, and if you want to know more about this game, there is a video on my channel, so check that out. Then we have Pierre. It's a game that was first announced in January 2015 and it is going to be released in 2017 at the end of the year. In this game you play as Dr. Jonathan Reed, who has just returned from World War I, and one night he finds himself in a mass grave when he realizes that he has become a vampire. Now he has to find out what happened to him, who is behind his transformation, and for him to survive he has to kill innocent people, or not. Because this game has 4 different endings, and depending on the choices you make, you get a different ending. I also made a video about the choices you can make in this game, so check it out. At E3 we are going to get 45 minutes of never before seen gameplay. And then we have The Call of Cthulhu, a game that was announced January 2014 and is set to be released at the end of 2017. It's a semi-open world role-playing investigation game that was developed by Cyanide Studios for PC and consoles. The game follows private investigator Edward Pierce as he investigates the death of an entire family on Darkwater Island near Boston, Massachusetts, and discovers the impending arrival of the great old one, Cthulhu. This game is a video game adaptation of Chaosium's pen and paper RPG, and with psychological horror and stealth mechanics, it is paying tribute to Lovecraft's work and universe. The game also has different endings, and you can also change the fate of the characters in the game. For one of them, your choice determines if that person dies or lives. And at E3 we are going to get a gameplay walkthrough with developer commentary. How long that is going to be, they didn't say. These games will have an exclusive closed-door presentation. However, for E3 there will also be new info and exclusive assets for PC and consoles for these games. Insurgency Sandstorm, developed by New World Interactive. It was announced in February 2016 for PC and consoles and is set to be released in 2018. Insurgency Sandstorm is a tactical first-person shooter and the 3rd game in the Insurgency series. It has a story mode where you play as a female Kurdish freedom fighter in Iraq, and you are accompanied by her 2 friends and sister, and thanks to the 4-player co-op, each player takes control of one of the 4 main characters I just mentioned, and together fight against different factions in the Middle East. And of course, it also has multiplayer. Then we have Werewolf, The Apocalypse, developed by Cyanide, that was announced in January 2017 for PC and consoles. The game is based on the classic White Wolf pen and paper RPG, and in this game, player plays as Garrow, a vicious werewolf warrior born to fight a supernatural force called the Rim that's leading the world into an apocalypse. The theme of this game is brute force and strength, with politics mixed in. Then we have Greedfall, developed by Spiders, and it was announced February 2017 for PC and consoles, and it's set to be released in 2018. It's an RPG and it is inspired by 17th century Baroque art, and it's a fantasy world with magic and adventure. The game is set in an island paradise discovered by colonial forces that is roaming with magical creatures. And in this game you play as a neutral, so you are able to ally yourself with either the nature-loving natives or any of the nations seeking to exploit the island's resources. And finally, there will also be hands-on on some of their recent and imminent game releases, and one of them is Search. At E3 there is going to be a lot of publishers and developers who will give us a lot of information and trailers, gameplays, hands-on gameplays, fun presentation, and reveals for new games. And the publisher Focused Home Interactive is one of them. So yeah, Thanks for watching and until next time. See ya!